watch the exponential growth that will happen in your business when you assume the power of yes. Okay. Hi, I'm Esther. I'm the founder of CottnOwl, and in this podcast, in this YouTube, wherever you're watching it, I'm going to talk to you about how you can help yourself reach 5, 6, or even 7 figures in your business by believing in your ability as a business owner without seeing the results, by releasing your attachment to the outcome of your offer. So this is one of many things that allow me as a business owner to scale my agency from $5,000 to $30,000 months in just 5 months, right? I'm not going to speak in this podcast or this video or YouTube, wherever you're watching it, and tell you that this was the defining thing that saw results in my business, because it's not. What really brought results into my business were the strategies and the systems that I set in place to attract and bring my premium clients into my world, and then the white glove sales that I was then able to implement in my sales calls to convert those into those premium prospects into clients. But what I do want to speak to is a very important component to that, which was the embodiment and the belief that I was the 6-figure business owner before I was. The embodiment and the belief that I was going to make it in this industry. The embodiment and the belief and the absolute conviction in my offer. And what this did is it allowed me to show up every single day when things weren't going the way I wanted, when I had another learning curve to go through, and another strategy I had to learn, and another mastermind I needed to sign up for. So for those of you who are new to my world, I personally, before starting my agency, I worked in corporate, working directly with financial teams for Morgan Stanley and Merrill Lynch. So I worked with executive teams. I was also the client face. I was a corporate coach. I was the face of many celebrities and ultra high net worth clients. Add that to my own investment, partially during this time, but even after I stepped away from corporate, of over 60,000, it might have been 70,000 at this point, into different high ticket masterminds, trainings, strategies, so I could learn every single thing that was available to me to build my business. Some of them were phenomenal and they helped. Some of them were unfortunately not the greatest result for me, right? But as I tell everyone, even if you purchase or join a container or a mastermind that doesn't get you the ultimate desire, you are still going to learn something in there that you can then incorporate into your business. So what it allowed me to do was to, of course, put strategies in place, but it also allowed me to see the possibilities that were open to me by being in those masterminds, by seeing the women that were making $200,000, $500,000, $1 million a month, right? Consistently showing up on those calls, asking the questions, and then implementing and doing the work. And this is what I want to talk to you guys about in this podcast and this YouTube, because this is so much more than just mindset work, right? Like mindset work is typically, journaling and affirmations and all of that. And that's amazing if that's what you want to do. But one of the things that really helped me, and I think will really help you as you're scaling your business and when you are ready to hit that next revenue goal, is to have absolute conviction in your offer that this cannot fail, and to release the attachment. Because what happens is when you can release the attachment, you can show up to your sales calls in your absolute power, which means that you can show up to those sales calls and you know that yes, this person should absolutely work with you because you have the ultimate solution to get them to wherever they want to go. But you also know that it's okay if they choose not to, right? Because what that allowed me and my clients, and hopefully you now that you're watching this, is you get on those calls and you just release what can feel a little bit like desperation, what can feel a little bit like you can feel more salesy, it can feel very uncomfortable, it's inauthentic, and all of that comes through in the Zoom call or the phone call or however you're doing your calls with your clients, with your prospects before they've become clients. So what I would encourage you to do is to embody where you're going, set the vision, set the strategies, implement the strategies, show up and do the work, whatever that is. And once you are there, release the attachment and just assume that it is done, right? So this really was a key component to me getting from from 5,000 to 30,000 and beyond in my business. But it is very often overlooked, or it's put inside of masterminds, mindset masterminds, and it incorporates journaling and all of the other things. And for me, At that time, journaling didn't make sense, so I didn't utilize journaling. But again, what I did do is just embody the vision of who I wanted to be and then show up as her every single day and release the outcome, release the attachment to the outcome, and just know that everything that I want is coming from me, right? So what that allows you to do as well is, especially when you're trying to get from 5,000 to your next threshold, or if you're 20,000 and you're going to 50,000 or 50,000 to 100,000, what it allows you to do is to just breathe and have peace and calm in the growth. Because what happens is when you are going to the next plateau, there are going to be weeks, sometimes it's weeks, sometimes it's months, sometimes it's as quick as days. But there are going to be times where it doesn't feel like things are moving as fast as you want them to, right? And it feels like everything is just crawling, and you're logging into your email seeing if somebody's booked an appointment, if somebody's booked a call, have you made another sale? And all of that, just you get locked in, you start overthinking, and what happens is you have a funnel that is converting, but you just haven't given it time to build awareness to the people that need to find you, whether that's through your ads or through LinkedIn. And you go in and you start pulling your funnel apart, and you undo all the hard work that was actually going to bring you the results if you had just waited. So by just knowing, by stepping into that power of knowing that what you want is coming for you and it will be here, and then implementing the strategies and then trusting the strategies that you've set in place will get you where you want to go, that is going to keep you focused, keep you driven, and keep you from going in and trying to pull all of these things apart inside of your funnel. Hey, I've been there, I've done it. I know exactly what it feels like when you're like, oh, this isn't moving fast enough, let me tweak this. And then, 2 weeks will go by and I've invested, spent XYZ in ad spend, only to realize that what I had in place 2 weeks ago was actually perfect. And then I put everything back and everything starts to take off again. But now I've lost 2 weeks, right? Because I was impatient and I thought I needed to tweak something in my funnel. So if you are ready to hit 5, 6, 7 figures, whatever your goal is, just release the attachment, let it happen. Make sure you show up, make sure you are standing firm in the vision of where you want to take your business and your goal, your brand. Make sure that you are doing all of the steps, whatever that looks like for you. Every single business is different. We all have different ways that we find clients. We all have different ways that we do our client acquisition. So whatever your way of doing that, just understand that everything is working for you. Continue to show up, continue to do those strategies, and trust that everything is going to happen for you when it needs to happen, and release the outcome. You're gonna have so much more fun in the journey. Your sales calls are gonna be light and feathery. Even if the person doesn't sign on with you, it doesn't matter, because you release the outcome. Because if that person books a call with you and they don't sign on, it's okay. Why? Because guess what? Somebody else just booked another call while I was on a call with them, right? So we're just, we're in the energy of yes. We're in the energy of it doesn't matter if this one person doesn't move forward, because guess what? There are 5 people behind them who will. And when you can stay in that and focus on that and continue to show up and have your energy shine through, whatever your strategy, whether it's on social, whether it's on, going live, whether it's on YouTube like this or a podcast, wherever you're listening, that is where you want to stay. That is really going to help you drive all of those strategies, all of that messaging, everything that you set inside of your business. So this is the work that I do with my clients inside of my membership, inside of my mastermind, and even to a certain degree inside of my Done For You offers. So regardless of where a service business owner is in their growth journey, I can come in at any level and help them get to the next level, right? So that is my expertise. That's where I help clients. I'll put links below. Feel free to peruse if this is something that you are ready to scale your business with different price points for all budgets. But regardless, even if you don't work with me, even if you are just here to watch this video or just here to listen to this podcast, that is absolutely okay. But know that if you can embody and then release the attachment to your offer, you will get to where you want to go much quicker. You'll have more fun. It won't be stressful. You won't undo work that you're doing by overthinking things and tweaking things that don't need to be tweaked. Again, I'm Esther. I'm the founder of CottnOwl, and I will see you on the next episode.